Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I have no idea. This is a fun camera. If you see Zach's camera, this is what we got to work with. We got the face in a mirror, but it's aimed at the hands. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to get it in here. This is so funny. like trying to like angle it around. It's all right. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure this out. we're doing what we can to fix it, to get it in. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure something out. You'll just leave it like it. Zach is new. This is like Zach's fifth ever game. So I might just zoom in on your mirror, honestly. I might just zoom in on the mirror. I might just have to zoom in on the mirror because it's like the keyboard is there and then the face is in the mirror. Gotta flip the mirror so he's facing pieces. Oh, that's true. Yeah, we gotta flip the mirror around. Hold on. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work, guys. We're gonna figure this out. But yeah, do you see that right? But that is a Star Trek: The Next Generation pinball. I swear it is. Right? Is that what that is? All right. So we're gonna work with this. We're gonna figure it out. Oh my god, dude's my hero. All right. So maybe we'll go like this, and then maybe we can get. I don't know what to do. We'll just figure it out. We'll be fine. That's good enough. I don't know what we're doing. All right. Let's get this thing underway. Yeah, it needs a little work. Needs a little work. The camera setup, but whatever. It's his fifth game ever. Yeah, I just mirrored the mirror. Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It's your old pal Vandy back with more classic Tetris Monthly Das Masters. And we have got a Das Masters debut tonight against an old pro. Not that old, but, you know, a veteran player. So I'm looking forward to this one. We're going to be doing the bottom half of this little screen here. That is the purple bracket. We're going to do just round one. It's going to be Micetro versus Zach Gameswell, a.k.a. Zachattack. So that is what we're just gonna do. That I'm going to sleep because we've got a day tomorrow. First of all, yeah, tomorrow, starting with that pink round one, 10 a.m. That's a Das Masters. Then we've got the Mega Masters finale, third place match, and the finale match. Then we've got a yellow Masters, and then we've got. What else is in there? Where is the oh wait, my stupid schedule. I don't know why the schedule's not showing up here, but believe you me, regardless of how my stream is not bringing up the right upcoming streams thing, we have Tetris starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and we're pretty much going straight through the entire time, and we'll get done around 11 p.m. So it's gonna be about a 13-hour day for your old pal Vandy. My working theory is that Zempro and Cat Surgery are conspiring against me to try to kill me and take over CTM. They've got a 50% chance that I'll die tomorrow midstream. So you got a good shot. But anyway, It's going to be Micetro versus Zach Gameswell. And really, just turn CTM on at 10 a.m. Central, 15 UTC. Leave it on. Don't even turn it off. We might have a little bit where we've got an hour in between. You know, but who knows? It's going to be a disaster. I'm going to be a wreck afterwards. And you would think, oh, they'd give me a day off. But no, the next day I have a stream at noon, so I don't even get to sleep in. My word. These people. Okay. Take a look at our rules real quick, because Zach is new. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, because you know what game it is. It doesn't matter what tournament cut type it is. But players, please make sure you're playing on emulator or console. And do not use any mechanics, appearance, or statistics. Mods, you can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons. No turbo functions used, whether electronical, mechanical, or even biological turbo. Do not get any real-time advice. So if you got anybody hanging around in the room with you, no score checks, no opponent's board states, nothing like that. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you. Level 18 starts all the way through. We will be using same piece sets re-rolled in between each game of the match. Hertz and input display must be turned on. You do not have to turn on DAS mode, but that remains an option. If we think some player is getting out of line, we might make you turn on DAS mode, but hasn't happened yet. And players do make sure to heed the spirit of DAS. This might be a stretch, but could you usually legally use foot pedals for the A and B buttons? No, because those are big buttons. Best of 5 throughout, best of 7 in the finals. Winner gets something. That's a share in a prize pool, which stands currently at $57,078. What? 57,000. I wish. $57.70. What is it? 78 cents. There it is. Yeah, it's at $57,000. So a big button is anything bigger than a standard keyboard key on a keyboard, right? Like a regular computer keyboard. $57.78 is the amount in there. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, use the Matcherino command on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The third one is the one for DAS Masters. Click on that. We still have, guys, if you do, I'm really wiped. I'm very tired. If you want to do me a kindness, just get over to the Matcherino. There's 13 contribution codes left. Can you just go over and do them so I don't have to keep saying it? I'm very tired. Tomorrow I'm going to be wiped. I don't want to talk about them. Just help me out. Let's get them done. Let's get them done. Okay, there you go. Or later you can go to go.ctm.gg/DASPrize. I think that might work. Maybe I didn't do that. I'm not sure. But anyway, whatever. Getting kind of lightheaded. If you want to help out the channel, patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Thanks to our double sticker, and community level members for supporting the channel. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9, Tacky, Corporal, Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid, McMonkey, Mila. Thank you for your support. If you want to support the channel and provide us, regular, ongoing, predictable income so we can, look ahead and go, yeah, we really should keep doing this stupid tournament, then support us on Patreon. And then also go to the merch store, ctm.wtf, and get CTM merch. Okay. I'm running out of whatever. Whoops, that was the wrong thing. It's this. Yeah, I still don't know quite how to deal with this camera. I could do this so that we could see hands and maybe I'm just going to do this, right? Oh, we'll just look at Zach through the mirror. That'll work. Vandy, do you use a Greg Gumball voice changer? First of all, it's Greg Gumball, not Gumball, okay? Gumball. Greg Gumball. Actually, it's Greg Gumball, not Gumball. Gumpball's voice. Right, Gumpball. Got it. Isn't it Gumbel, Greg Gumball? All right. Players, I am going to go ahead and give you some pieces Pieces are in chat. D56544, D56544. 5 more codes left, folks. Apparently, if I just, beg you and I sound exasperated and desperate enough, you'll just go over and do it. 4 left. What's up, Kingsman? Three more. All right, we're not going to do Mega Masters finals unless all the codes are done. 2 more. Zempro, you have too many. Don't do any more, Zempro, because I don't want to get banned. So players, when you are ready, go ahead and make sure your pieces are in. You go on the chat command. D56544. Make sure you're signaling ready with the select key on this menu. Oh, wait, you're on emulator. You might not have a select key, so. It is level 18. So you just tell me in chat that you're ready, or, okay, you are ready. You have it. Okay, you're good. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's get them started. Micetro and Zachattack. Purple bracket, CTM Das Masters, May 2025, 3-2-1, Tetris. On the left side, it is Micetro. Micetro qualified in with a 21 seed? With a 1.000 average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. Micetro from the US of A with a DAS PB of 1.22 million. It's good for about 41st on the overall PB leaderboard. Micetro played in Mega Masters last year, is making his 4th DAS Masters appearance right now. Also played in the bronze bracket of CTWC in 2021. You might have also seen him last year at the Motor City Regional and the Illinois Regional. The DAS, what is it? The DAS Revolution or the DAS? I forget what it is. I know he's got a, Kingsman will tell me. And on the right side, seed number 28 with a 970,000 qualifier. It is Zach, aka Zachattack, aka Zach Gameswell. Zach is from Australia. Overall PB of 1.01 million. This is Zach's first DAS Masters appearance, and in fact, as far as I can tell, I think this is Zach's 5th match ever. The match database seems to indicate that this is Zach's 5th ever Tetris match, and his first match was against Micetro in Community Tier 1 last month. And Zach is made it into Futures this month and has already won his first match, if I'm not mistaken. 82,000 for Zachattack, 199 for Micetro. So I don't know much else about Zach except Australia, 5th match, first DAS Masters appearance, playing on keyboard. And you can, if I mess around with the camera, you can see the keyboard being played right there. And yeah, Zach's face cam is actually in a mirror that's like across the room, so it's all very confusing. But we're here, and it's it's late at night, and I'm tired, and so it's all very amusing. 296 for Micetro 160 for Zachattack. Another Tetris Zach 206, 320 for Micetro. And if you saw early in the broadcast when we got a look at the entire camera setup for Zach, he has a Star Trek The Next Generation pinball in the room with him, which is like the dream. That is the dream. That's all you ever wanted as a kid, is just to have a Star Trek pinball in your room. 276 for Zachattack, 371 for Micetro. I mean, it must say, like, I'm assuming, I feel like I have played it at least once, and I have to imagine, you know, you put the quarter in and you pull the plunger back, and it must say engage, right? It's got to say engage. How could it do anything else? 304 for Zachattack, 442 for Micetro. I'm sure there's got to be a mode that says like red alert, right? I mean, it's got to be that. I must have played this in like the early 90s. 353 for Zachattack, 488 for Micetro, so about 135,000 point lead for Micetro in game number one. Now this is a best of 5. So the first player to 3 games is the winner. Players are playing with the, I guess the old school play style. DAS, press and hold. No more tippity tappity, riggedy rapidy, roly poly, whatever. It is just press and hold. 399 for Zach, 560 for Micetro. I mean, I played it in the late 1900s. Oh, that's true. The late 1900s. Why does that sound like 700 years ago? 427 into 19 for Zach. Maestro's into 20 already at 567. We'll see what Zach's got in him. He's got the PB of just over a max out. But it has, you know, the qualifying score of 970, so that seems pretty consistent. Now, I believe that Zach might be a tapper, because I think I've seen PBs of like 1.2 kicking around for Zach somewhere. Micetro in a bit of a pickle. Let's see what Micetro can do here. The answer is nothing. So Micetro going to top out at 573. Zach, you need to get to 574. A tapper with a 1.28. Got it. 574 is the chase down target for Zach. And with DAS, this is not going to be easy. Just with this board state. Okay, able to quick tap something over here, but no, this is going to be a top out for Zach. In game number one, Micetro is good. Where are my scores? There are my scores. 0 has become 1. Okay. New pieces, players. We do not increment here in CTM. We re-roll, because we don't trust any of you. 8603AB. Billy Mack, thanks for the pin. 8603AB. The late 1900s. Yeah, I'm still not ready to say back in the late 1900s we did this. When do we officially start saying that? Okay, 8603AB. Both players have signaled ready. So, game 2, Micetro versus Zach. Micetro up 1-0. Game 2 just about to start. 3, 2, 1, 69 countdown bits from Stanislaw. Tetrio Amateur Weeklies is rating with a party of 11. Thank you, Tetrio Amateur Weeklies. Welcome to Classic Tetris Monthly. We are playing our monthly DAS Masters event. This is NES Tetris, you know, the Nintendo Entertainment System version of Tetris. Played with the OG playstyle, not rolling, not hyper tapping, but with DAS, press and hold. Just like the old school stars like Harry Hong and Jonas and Mike Winzenek, Green Tea, just like they used to play. Say turn of the century. I'm not ready to say turn of the century. I'm still going to say late 90s because that's 3 syllables and not turn of the century. Turn of the century is when you're talking about like history. But if I'm talking about stuff that I experienced, I don't know. It's got to be... I don't know. It's got to be bigger in scale than just like, you know, at the turn of the century, Britney Spears did this, you know. Tetris for Zach, 152, 90,000 for Micetro. The winner of this match will move on to round 2. And that will be against Bendy, who is a former, finalist in this? Semi-finalist? I don't remember. Adds 20,000, says, Classic Tetris is wizardry to most of us, but there are some who straddle the divide. Sodium Fractal. Increasingly wily. Shen. Yeah, Beast and Shen, of course. Doing a lot of straddling. Beast and Shen runs, or I don't know what he still does with WPL. I think they still do the Columbus event, if I'm not mistaken. But used to have these weekly or monthly or whatever WPL Open tournaments. Those are some of the first ones to do Matcherino for the prize pool, at least in the Tetris community anyway. Eventually forcing me to have to do prize pools, right? I was like, no, we don't want to do prize pools. Oh, the spirit of competition, blah, 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 you know? He used to run massive online opens. I don't know if they were massive, but I mean, I watched it. I mean, unless you're thinking of something else, I don't remember them being massive, but but they were good. They ran. I watched them. They were pretty darn big. Are you talking about the WPL Open, like online, the ones that were numbered? They were massive. How big were they? 247 for Zach, 234 for Micetro. All right, let me look up WPL Open. Classic Tetris Open. Let me just go to a random one, number 7. They were 12 players. Let me go to number 11. Number 11 was 12 players. Oh, what? Did he do like Tetrio ones too? 311 for Micetro, 320 for Zachattack. Well, he did a Tech Open. Let's see how big the Tech ones were. Oh, they're not even in the database. Open 11. Oh, Tetrio was 372 participants. I had no idea. That's all new to me. WPLC, that the Columbus one? What? 372? It's wild. 351 for Zach, 380 for Micetro. Yeah, I had no idea. The classic ones were like 12 people. WPL. Oh, I had no idea that he did WPL. All right, Tetrio Open. Yeah, why were there so many people? Like, how What? The last one was 11. How did you do? Why were there so many people in them? I don't get it. That's wild. Yeah, I only knew about the classic ones because, I don't know. 457 for Micetro, 444 for Zachattack. Micetro is into level 19. Tetrio is just huge. It is. It apparently is. 450 for Zach. Classic has a nice new online web client. It does. Nestris.org is a wonderful training and matchmaking tool. 478 for Zachattack, 512 for Micetro. Classic Tetris needs a bit more dedication. How do you mean? 585 from Zachattack. Tetris Micetro 573. Zach has got a bunch of stuff piled on that right side. Micetro not going to do that S flat on the right side. 603 on level 23. 502 for Zachattack. About 100,000 point lead for Micetro. Also ahead by 8 lines. Oh, I see. Got to get a nest, get a setup, stream, da-da-da. Yeah, for real. No lie there. Well, I mean, I would say that you can play on emulator, or you could have, people can play on emulator, and they could have really the entire time. But the fact is, if you're going to go to, if you have any interest in playing live events at all, then it behooves you to get the, the physical setup. 574 Zach, 680 for Micetro. Oh, that left side for Zach, that long bar, he's got to figure something out. Oh, and he quick taps that bar over to the left side. Oh, people love that perfect clear. Perfect clear. I know, it gets you nothing, right? In all the other Tetris games, it's like perfect clear, holy crap. NES Tetris is like, yeah, no biggie. Whatever. Keep stacking. Yeah, perfect clear is great. We're not going to give you a long bar for 50 lines, 50 pieces. 604 for Zach. Board starting to climb. This is tough. I mean, he's really hanging in there in this one, but not survivable. Zach going to top out at 605. Micetro is good in game number 2. Yeah, GG's, Zach. Good survival there. I mean, that's really tough, especially getting that quick tap over that left side. Micetro into 29 with the 801. Okay, Micetro is up 2 games to none. I'm going to go ahead and give you players the pieces. If you need a moment, then feel free to take it, because this is the last stream of the day for me. And guys, if you're coming over from Tetrio, you might want to watch tomorrow. April is our annual championship. Let me refresh Zach's stream here. And we have done the entire thing except for our final and our 3rd place match. And those are tomorrow. It's the largest online Tetris tournament all year out of anything. We've got a $17,000 prize pool so far this year. Last year it was over $26,000, so who knows? So that's going to be starting at 1 p.m. Let's see, I think it's the second from the bottom. Mega Masters finale. Blue Scooty, the Game Crasher versus Neko, and then Dog, the 2-time world champion from CTWC versus Sidnev, who was also a finalist in CTWC. a couple of years back. So that's going to be a very, very hype matchup. And there's a lot of Tetris tomorrow, but join us at 1 p.m. for sure. Okay, looks like both players are ready. Let me make sure they've got the same seeds in because I don't trust any of you. 0FEC86. All right, both are ready. Stanislav, thank you for the 413 bits. Appreciate that. Both players ready. Micetro up 2 games to none. Zach needs to win this one to extend this match and stay in the tournament in his debut. Again, only his 5th match in Classic Tetris ever. He, I believe, won his first one, if I'm not mistaken. Was that against Micetro? No, Micetro, I think. Who won that? Let me see who actually won that. Match database, Zach, yeah. So first match was against Micetro in Tier 1 community. Won that one. Moved on to the next round to play Maddie, you know, Sleepy Maddie. Won that one 3-1, and then ended up losing to Shake QC. I think probably in the semis. And then I don't know how to pronounce Pohan Yadi's name, but Zach has already won his first match in Futures this month, just a couple days ago against them. So this is match number 5 for Zach ever in Classic Tetris. $92,000 Micetro, $92,000 Zachattack. We are on level 18. There'll be 130 lines of this speed. And then at level 19, that's 130 lines. The speed will increase by 50%. That'll last for 100 lines. And level 29 will kick in. And from there, the speed will double, and it is virtually unsurvivable for a DAS player. Of course, in the modern era with rolling and whatever tapping play styles, level 29 has been exceeded a lot by a great degree. So much so that we did add an artificial second kill screen, a super kill screen, if you will, on level 39, just to keep matches, from extending into infinite marathons. 179 for Micetro, 180 for Zachattack. So thank you, Stanislav, for the bits. Just pretend this is a bunch of countdown bits. Cheers for Micetro. And Mimi69, cheers. All right, I will do that. Thank you, Stanislav. As soon as this match is over, I am going to sleep. I've got a long day. I've got 13 hours of streaming. I don't know if I'm going to go offline. I might, well, I probably should, just for the sake of the recording and not having like a 10 terabyte recording or something, but that'll probably help Dan V out if I chunked it up. But we're going to be streaming for a while tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central, probably all the way through to about 11 p.m. $297 Zach, 276 Micetro. And, I guess the rough part about tomorrow, we got to do it. We got to get through matches whenever we can, so I'm not complaining at all, and I love doing it. But that Mega Masters match is going to be thrilling. It's going to be exciting. It's going to take a lot out of me, and then I got to go do, like, another 5 or 6 matches after that. So, yeah. That's going to be a thing. I know how I get with these high leverage matches, my entire self is in them as a streamer and just as a viewer, I get very invested. 369 for Zach, 373 for Micetro. Yeah, and not to mention they're both best of 7s. So, yeah, I saw like one of our schedulers was like, oh, let me just put another, quotidian kind of stream, right? Starting 1 hour after Mega Masters. I'm like, are you kidding? It's going to be a best of 7. And we're probably going to have to do interview, right? So it's like, you can't just have a stream like start an hour after that starts. What, are you kidding? But thankfully it got canceled. I didn't have to I didn't have to, the stream after that. I didn't have to yell at them. 466 for Micetro, 444, 444 for Zachattack. Billy Mack is looking forward to tomorrow's matches. I'm excited to see Mega Masters, the finale. I'm excited for all these matches to be taken. We're making great progress against the month, But I am approaching tomorrow with a bit of apprehension and worry. Because I'm just worried, am I going to survive the day? And I think you guys should gamble on that. Will Vandy actually survive? Or will he be hospitalized? 522 for Micetro, 2 lines away from the 19 transition. Pieces right now falling 1 row every 3 frames. And with this long bar that Maestro's going to Tetris with, now they're falling 1 row every 2 frames. 570 for Micetro, 501 for Zachattack. Zach 2 lines away. Tetris Micetro 597. You got this, Vandy. Make sure you keep your throat and voice healthy for Mega Masters. I will be okay. Listen, I'm complaining just for content. But I will be okay. I love it. I could do this all day. It doesn't mean I won't complain about it, but I am happy to do it on some level. Like, I know this doesn't really make much sense, but I love complaining, but I get joy out of complaining. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. It's really just playful complaining. I could literally just go all day. It's no big deal. 642 Micetro, 568 for Zach. I like the challenge, Okay, Micetro with that T to the left, that's going to make him very dependent on a long bar to the right side. Long bar gets in. It would be great if he could take a couple more burns. Now, how does he access that left side at 19 speeds? Maybe chop it down with an L piece if he can get one. It's going to be tough. He's zipping those pieces around. It's going to be a top out for Micetro at 675. So, Zach, you have a chase down target of 676,000. 60 lines to go until 29 Das kill screen. Das kill screen. So we'll see what Zach is able to do here. All Micetro can do is sit and watch and wait. A skibbity top out, I guess. All right, long bar over. That's a double for Zach to help bring the stack down. Another double, and now he's back down to a clean board. 46,000 points to go. All right, Zach is trying to get set up for a Tetris. Of course, Tetris is here on 25, worth 31,200. So a single Tetris would do it if he can get it, but you don't have to hold out for it. Singling and doubling would do this if he can get a well-timed bar. Okay, he's opened up that right side, or kept it open anyway. Long bar gets over, and Zach will take game number 3 and extend the match. All right, chase down. Chase down, not easy. Especially, I think Das is more nerve-wracking, but Zach, unflappable. On the other hand, I am very flappable. Okay, new pieces players, 92701F. You can take a moment if you need it. I should move that seed checker down, but I don't know. I think it's kind of funny to have it like right there. Should I move it down? I'll move it down. Although it comically sometimes like covers up people's faces and mouths, so I do like it there. 92701F. Okay, both players have signaled ready. It's game 4, Micetro versus Zachattack. Zach needs to win one more to force a deciding game 5 and stay in the tournament. All right, a simple L on YouTube, rooting for Zach. Oh, did I miss that? Chef Boyard Jeebs with the tier 1 resub, 7 months. Thank you, Chef Boyard Jeebs. So a full 40% of all of Zachattack's competitive NES Tetris games have been against Micetro. 2 out of 5. It is a small sample. I don't expect that percentage to continue. We will regress to the mean. 118 for Micetro, 98,000 for Zach. Yeah, as soon as this is over, I'm going to take my Gwyneth Paltrow sleep gummy, a chocolate mint sleep gummy from Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm going to try to wake up early. I still, not only do I have to start streaming at 10 a.m. and go like 13 hours, I still have some work to do because I don't really do the graphics for a given day until like the morning of. But a lot of the matches that got scheduled for tomorrow were done over the last 24 hours, so I didn't really have time to do the graphics. So I'm gonna have to get up at like 7:30 or 8 in the morning and do all the graphics for the entire day. Like, oh my God, what is happening? 138 for Zach, 220 Tetris down the middle for Micetro. Yeah, anyway, big sob story, contribute to the channel and help out. How about that? We just need sympathy bits, sympathy subs. That's what we need. Boo-hoo, cry, Vandy. Tetris for Micetro, 266, 187 for Zach. Simple L, Mr. Burrow, Ichigo, Mr. already said Mr. Burrow, Ravioli over there, and FF hanging out over at YouTube. All the stars are here. 239 for Zach, 338 for Micetro. I don't know what you're... Oh, all right. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, man. YouTube. There's somebody in Twitch saying YouTube smells. That's not nice. Ichigo Goro says, hello, Twitch chat from YouTube land chat. Yeah, Twitch is saying that YouTube smells. On the other hand, YouTube is just like, hi, Twitch, you know, hi. They're being nice. You're telling them they smell. That is very rude. I don't know. I might have to rethink my whole allegiance. You know, am I more pro Twitch, more pro YouTube? Well, thank you, Ichigo, for being a nice person. 366 Zach, 489 or Micetro. Zach setting up the Vits. And we'll fill it in. 413 Zach, 495 for Micetro. Micetro ETN said it's Friday, YouTube. Wait until Monday, YouTube. Okay. We will see. 525 entry into 19 for Micetro. So we'll see what Zach will enter at. He could potentially get 2 more Tetrises, but no. And after these burns, just 1 more Tetris available. See if he can get it. He's going to take that skim. Long bar in Tetris for Zach, 485 into 19. So about a 40,000 point difference at the 19 entry. $27.99 super chat Canadian from Fractal's 7th roommate on YouTube says Twitch smells. Well, that's more like it, YouTube. Thank you, Fractal's 7th roommate. Are you just going to take that, Twitch? $5.98 for Micetro, $5.41 for Zach. Zach back by 10 lines, though. So Zach does have 10 lines in hand. You know, it's 2.5 Tetrises worth of points. Tetris is on 22, where Zach is worth 27,600. Ichigo's on YouTube says, I have Twitch app on phone, but it's annoying to deal with ads. I can deal with YouTube ads a little better. Okay. Micetro gets a long bar in for a dirty Tetris. Column 3, 1 row off the bottom. Has to quick tap a piece over to the left side. Now should be able to handle this stack, and it comes down very quickly. 678 for Micetro. Almost back to a low, clean board. 682 Micetro, 574 for Zach. Teamer Briner's dog is typing on YouTube, apparently. Oh no, Zach with the early tuck. Can he save this? Long bar gets over 680, and this should be low enough that Zach can deal with it, but he's 82,000 points behind Micetro. He does have 14 lines in hand right now. So if he can get downstacked quickly, he might have a chance, but Micetro with 9 lines to go until 29, and he's setting up for like more than one. He's really just going to have to get the one, and he's not going to get the one. So 805 for Micetro. To chase down Zachattack, you need 806. 4 Tetrises available. Tetris is here worth, 30-something thousand. So if he can get 3 from here, can he get 3 from here? It's available, but no, he's not going to be able to set up for it. And can't even get the 1 because that's going to be a drought. Same drought that took out Micetro. And Zachattack, had a chance. But Micetro is going to take this one. So a good showing for Zach in his DAS Masters debut. So GG's to you, Zach. Hope to see you again. Micetro is wowing at the great game. You did well. Hope to see you again. And you did great. So GG's, Zach. Better luck next time. There's the thing. Now look, here, I'm going to show you. Don't move, Zach. Don't move at all. Hold on. Don't move. Don't turn it off either. Look at, see, there's the Star Trek The Next Generation pinball right there. You see it? Right behind Zach's back. You can see Riker, Troy. I see Worf in there. I think I see Data. Look at that thing. I mean, that's the dream. That is the dream. Yeah, Star Trek TNG pinball. Engage. You know it just says that. You know? Yeah, it's being reflected by a mirror, right? This is the actual webcam as I have it, and so it's obviously reversed. So it's got to be over Zach's right shoulder, right? Because it's in the mirror. It's all very... I love it. I love it. Anyway, GG, Zach. You did great. Let me go ahead and report. I got to report this to the DAS authorities. And then we'll take a look at the terrible, tiny bracket that I have not had time to rework yet. But it's going to be Maestro 3-1. Maestro will be taking on Bendy in round 2. Don't know when that's going to be. But with 2 Americans, it should be easier to schedule. No offense to non-U.S. Americans. All right, so that's the overall 32. Just get a microscope out and look for it. But here's the blue thing. Blue and purple. What is this? Oh, yeah. Got it. No, don't schedule it for tomorrow. Zempro and cat surgery, please do not schedule it for tomorrow. Do not schedule. Or Sunday. I mean, I guess if you can put it with the right next to the other Sunday one, that's fine, but don't separate Sunday out. Give your whole pal a break. If you can put it right before or right after the other Sunday one, fine, but don't separate them out and ruin my whole Sunday. I'm begging you. I'm begging. Can I complain about how the teal bracket was incorrectly named Aqua? Well, I went into ChatGPT, I put in the hex code, and it said it was Aqua. And the hex code was, I think it was 088888. I think that's what it was. 008888. So I'm going to ChatGPT right now. Let's see. ChatGPT. Dear ChatGPT, what color is 008888? Is that the one I chose though? Oh, now it's saying it's teal. It is hallucinating. Can I say, is it also aqua? He said it's not really, but it told me that before. Let me make sure that's what it is. Now, you guys, it's still really bad. Oh yeah, it is. I like ChatGPT. I don't know. I mean, I don't use it for everything, but I like it. I'm all in favor of it. And you guys should like it too, okay? Low key, you guys should be 1,000,000% in favor of it because, just think about it. The real ones know why it's important, okay? Of course you have to double check everything it says. You have to double check everything says. So, that's not... Here, let's go to events. Let me see what number I chose. Let's see. CTM May 2025. Masters. What did I choose? I chose it to be... Yeah, it's 008888. Okay. What would an aqua hex code be? 00FFF. Let's see. That's aqua cyan. That's teal. All right, we can call it teal, but I do like aqua. So, because all right, for teal, yes, Zempro, what's up? It's pure teal. All right, listen, you. Color code. Reddish brown. Oh, you know what? Maybe I chose. Maybe I was gonna do a different one. Hold on, let me try this one. Listen, you guys. Whatever. Should I or should I not try to get it immediately after that loan match? Yes. Yeah, Zempro, do it. If you can get it done, do it. But it's got to be immediately before or after. Yeah. Like, let's bunch them together. Like, if you can get it immediately after, great. But don't break it up. Don't break up Sunday. I'm going to need to rest, for real. Normally, I'd be like, put it whenever, I don't care. But Saturday is really going to be draining, no cap. Well, all right, we'll take it under advisement. I like the word aqua just because, teal is my favorite color, and I guess that is my favorite color. But see, for aqua, I've got emotes. I can use any water emote. So, there's no teal emotes, right? All right, I don't know what I'm doing still streaming. I really shouldn't be. I should be sleeping. It's a polluted aqua. All right, here you go. It's an aqua for the 21st century. All right, thanks to new Twitch follower, Ash. Thanks for the resub, Chef Boyard Jeeps. Twitch bits, 488. Fractal 7th Roommate, Super Chat. Raids from Tetrio and Cat Surgery. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Or maybe I'll change it to aqua. I don't know. That was the color of my old Honda Fits. I was a little lighter than that, but anyway, thanks to all these people for their support. Prize is up to 6103 thanks to coupon codes. Primarily, we got 0 left, so I really appreciate that. Thanks for stepping up. That's amazing. Tomorrow, hell day. I mean, for you guys, it's going to be an amazing day if you mute my stream, because you don't want to hear me all day. But but for me, it's going to be pretty bad. Starting 10 a.m. Central, Das Masters, Weissbrot, which I have learned means white bread, Gold and Tugi Das Masters, and we'll have a little bit of a break, go into the Mega Masters finale. We'll have Yellow round 1, round 2. Then, let me see, new stream slides. Where's my Masters slides? Here we go. Then the other schedule. And this isn't even the whole schedule, because there's more. It'll be Red 1. I didn't even get a chance to update this. They're coming in so fast and furious. So Yellow at 4, Red at 8, Orange at 9. Yeah, there's just trust me, it's gonna go. There's a lot to do. Should we be hearing Vandy? Yeah. What? Where you can't hear me? Yeah, that was just your stupid headphones. I don't know. All right, say Banana Republic. Somebody say Banana Republic in chat. Banana Republic. Okay, thank you. Okay, YouTube, you are dismissed. See you tomorrow. Thanks again, Fractal 7th Roommate, for the super chat. Francisco FCR, thank you. Have a beautiful day. Evesy on YouTube. And yeah, if any of you are YouTube mods, in fact, can I mod people? Evesy, do you want to be a mod on YouTube? Add as moderator. Standard moderator. You're a mod. I trust Evesy. I mean, not that I don't trust everybody else, but Evesy, you're a mod. You're a mod in Twitch. You may as well be one on YouTube. No mercy. If someone's monkas, just get rid of them. Right? Don't need them. You know, if anybody's monkas tomorrow. Okay, yeah, literally ban everyone, starting with me, please. All right, YouTube, take care. Good night. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Doodly doo, ding dong, haha. Bye bye. Okay, Twitch. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to find a nice raid. Does anybody want a raid in